Hi, I'm Chris. I'm the audio editor for Branding Momentum podcast. I'm excited to introduce one of 2022's most popular episodes on our show, Simplify Your Marketing and Sales. If you feel that you've been posting, sharing, and you're doing the thing, but still not getting any traction, this episode will give you the tools and strategies to move forward with different results. So get ready to hear some wisdom. Without further ado, let's get into today's episode.
Hey, I'm Veronica DiPolo, and with more than 15 years being a marketing strategist, you're going to experience the new way to promote your business with clear and unique messaging by giving you actionable marketing and messaging strategies that get you interested leads to transform the lives of your audiences so that you build up your brand with continuous momentum. Get ready, because here's where we say no to outdated marketing strategies and society norms, and we say yes to change from the inside out. Welcome to the Branding Momentum podcast. Anytime you are overwhelmed or totally confused, there's so much that needs to come out. You have two things that need to be the most important to you: attract your audience and sell them what they want. This will change everything. There is a strategy that attracting your traffic that gets them to leads and selling them what they want, right? That will always get you simplicity. If you want to make it more complicated, sure, go ahead. But I'm going to keep it simple for you. So let's say that you have been feeling that you've been posting and sharing and you're doing, all the things, but it's not getting any traction. And that is because 90% is your copy, your messaging. So you know by now that if you've been listening to me all this time, that it's not enough to post because there's no strategy behind it. And just posting doesn't move people. So the old strategy was that if you post, people will give you money. And that will not work for many of us. And it's not about thinking, I need to reach more people or I need to put more content out. No, you have a copy problem, a messaging problem. And it's most probably what you're saying to people to take them to the next step. So if you think that when you are teaching a tip or a how-to something is marketing, it's not. You're not moving them closer to be a lead. And that's what's all really about. How to get people to be a lead. How do we get people to say, I'm an audience member and I'm consuming everything and I'm ready to buy? And that center, that thing is your ripple belief. Because if the ripple beliefs creates the desire for your stuff, let me give you an example. Let's say I have a podcasting tip, and I come here every week and I say to you every time, I have a podcasting tip. And if you want to create a good lead generation to your podcast, you should have a freebie that supports what you're saying on that podcast. Right? Now, what if I tell you that last year when we launched our podcasting course was one of the best launches we've ever had? And when we were doing our debrief of our launch, and we were trying to find out from where our sales were coming from. And the majority of the sales came from our podcast. Yes, the podcast. And now, what do you think that was? Podcasts are the most effective ways to build an intimate relationship and a deep connection with your audience. And if you don't have that relationship and that connection with your audience, how do you ever expect them to buy from you? It's your podcast that is going to help you generate more leads and more sales. So who wants to buy my podcast course? Would you like to learn how to do that? Who would like to have a podcast that creates a deeper connection with your audience and then leads to the sale? How awesome would it be if all you had to do was create a podcast funnel strategy and start getting more sales? So, which one of those really created the desire for you when I was talking about the podcast? Give me the podcast tip, or creating the ripple belief? I hope that was helpful for you to try to differentiate what everybody else is doing and the way that you should be saying things in a way. And full disclosure here, I don't have a podcasting course or anything. That I was completely 100% made up. But it was just to show you that you have the difference of the two. And all I wanted was to prove the point that when you create content with only tips and tricks, you can actually run the risk of becoming another content, like the rest, like another commodity. You don't tend to see thought leaders in any industry actually create content on or tutorials or how-to content. So here's the thing. The transformation and your messaging is what will set your marketing apart, and it will create more leads and more sales and visibility as well, because that is an aspect. Because when you are more visible, you have more audience and you have more leads and you have more sales. And it's not an opinion of what I'm saying. Like I like it better. This will be more effective. This will be an improvement in terms of the performance of what you're doing. So let's talk about the external and internal factors for someone to buy from you. This episode is sponsored by the Visible Entrepreneur of Who You Are. 3 strategies to build your confidence on social media and the courage on how you want to be from the inside out on your own terms. Real transformation takes time, but you're not on this alone, because I'll be guiding you every step of the way. This guided training includes activities for your mind, your soul, and your uniqueness. Letting go of your limiting beliefs, how you want to show up on social media, reinforce your uniqueness to share with the world. If you want to get your hands on this wonderful audio training, please go to the website veronicadepolo.com freebie library. There you can download directly and create your free account and start building the business and the life that you deserve. So the external factor is something that a person wishes that they could hold in their hands, something that is tangible. External is anything that people can experience with any of their senses, that they can touch and they can smell and they can listen and they can taste and they can touch. The internal is everything that is going on inside, like their thoughts, our emotions, our sensations. Let me say this, because I really want to make this very easy for you, is that when you go with things like specific, tangible, you niche down and you lead with the external and you follow up with the internal, that will make your marketing easier for people to understand what you do, easier for people to say, that's exactly what I want. So it is broad. It is broad when we explain to somebody what you do. And if you say to people that, I want people to wake up excited with what they do, there's a lot of people in different niches that want to wake up excited. Entrepreneurs want to wake up excited and crush the day. But what are they excited about? They are excited about building their business, right? Or people that want to lose weight want to get up excited and be ready to eat better, right? But what are they excited about? Feeling better, right? Moving their body and sweating, losing weight and crushing their goals. Different people get up excited for different reasons, right? So there's a lot of opportunity to make it more specific. So if you're new in your business, being specific is what sets you apart. And if you feel uncomfortable, going as specific is good. Most of us that are in the service business, we know that most of what we do is to help people with their mindset. But people don't go, and say, oh, I need mindset, please check me in, No, they think, how do I get more money? How do I lose weight? How do I look better? What's the question that your people are asking? That they are so desperate that they throw their hands up, and they will say, oh my God, I want to give up. How do I? When is this business finally going to take off? When do all the courses and all the coaching and programs I bought and all the podcasts I listened to and all the effort that I've put in, all the content that I've created, when will that finally work for me? Simple answer to a complicated question. Messaging is the most effective way to tap into the problems, speak to the external and the internal aspects of what that transformation will be. And if you don't have a clear understanding of what your potential clients need and want, how do you ever expect them to buy from you? It's your messaging that is going to help you generate more leads and more sales. Okay, guys, I'll see you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.